Okay.
And welcome back to the program, everyone. 33 minutes now past the hour. I'm your host, Randall White, here on the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network. This, of course, our Market Fresh Hour. And this portion of Eat, Drink, Explore Radio is brought to you by Luna Red Restaurant, just off Mission Plaza in downtown San Luis Obispo. So whether you're heading north from the south or south from the north, and you find yourself on the Central Coast passing through San Luis Obispo, first off, you should just pull off and check out the beautiful downtown and the Mission. And then when you're finished with that, literally, it's just steps away, a stroll over to Luna Red Restaurant. Perfect location to enjoy happy hour in downtown. $5 Sunday through Wednesday from 3 to 6, and Thursday all day long. And that's also the famous farmers market, right? So it's a good idea. Whether you're visiting or you call this stretch of the Central Coast your home, Luna Red is a locavore's dream. For more information, head to lunaredslo.com. All righty. So the other day I was doing my daily lap swim, and one of my neighbors called out to me and said, "Hey, Randall, my son is here that I told you about. I want you to meet him." And so right there in the pool next to me is this guy, Glenn. And I said, "Oh, hi, Glenn." And so it turns out Glenn is Eddie Money's drummer. And for anyone around my age, that's a big deal. I've seen Eddie Money in concert literally half a dozen times, and had no idea that I was seeing Glenn perform in most of those occasions. And so I got to chatting with him, and it turns out that he just fought off cancer, and he did it in a very interesting way that I thought you would enjoy. So I asked him if he'd come on the show, and he joins us now on the live line. Glenn Symmonds, here in California. He's just moved to the Golden State, and we're glad to have him. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Yeah, I'm actually from California, and I've lived the last 10 years of my life in the Midwest, and I just drove the Penske truck and a Harley out here, not at the same time, by the way, and arrived yesterday. I live in Sacramento.
Well, you did it at a good time. We're heading into fall and winter, and I've lived winters in the Midwest, so I feel you. I know the feeling to want to come back. Glenn, what type of cancer was it that you beat?
I had bladder cancer. I was diagnosed April 29th. I had been urinating blood for a couple of weeks and got a little scared, obviously, and wanted to check that out to make sure everything was okay. I was told by friends and whatnot who thought they were in the know, say that it was just a premature kidney stone that I was passing. And so I went along with that for a little while, but it became more regular and different things were coming out, and it just was not good. When I was diagnosed with bladder cancer, I had waited a little too long, and the doctor thought that it is probably going to go into the muscle of the bladder, in which case it becomes stage 2 cancer, and then they remove everything.
Right.
So we fought like hell. I wanted advice from everybody that was in the know. If you knew anything about cancer, I wanted to know how to beat it. And one of the things they said right off the bat was quit eating sugar.
You know, Glenn, we have a woman that is on our Market Fresh show. She's a health cook that we have on the show almost every week, and she has been, to use your term, she's been beating the drum for a long time, saying you've got to cut refined sugar out of your diet because it is responsible for so many degenerative diseases.
Yes, and even beyond that, no sugar. From health fanatics, people who are into raising the alkaline level of your body to where the cancer can't live, say no sugar, no fruit turns to sugar. Even it's a better quality of sugar. But if you're fighting cancer, I wanted to get to the end result as quick as I could and beat it as fast as I could. I was up against the clock of it racing to the muscle, and I didn't want to lose my bladder, and I didn't want to lose the prostate, which goes along with the bladder.
Right.
And so I quit sugar instantly, and I quit eating meat. I started juicing, and I started eating raw vegetables. I started to check my pH level, and I saw it increase, which was what I wanted to do. It was at about low 6s, and I wanted to get it up to about 8 or 9, to where if your body is super healthy, the cancer can't exist. It's like a swimming pool. You pay a guy to clean your pool and keep it clean and healthy, and as long as you do that, you can swim in there without any problem. But if you let it go and don't pay anybody to come and fix it, and you don't do it yourself, the pool becomes dirty and yucky, and after a year, it becomes, you can't swim in it anymore. It's just too filthy. Well, your body's the same way. So in order to, when I started doing the juicing and the raw, no sugar, I started feeling a little bit weak, and I didn't want to eat meat to get the protein. So I got the protein from lentils and beans. Suddenly my strength came back, and I got turned on to this other thing from people. I don't smoke. I don't do marijuana. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. But they suggested to go on YouTube and look up the success of cancer and hemp oil.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some hemp oil from somebody, and I took 2 or 3 drops under my tongue at bedtime every night, and I think that was a big part of my cure, and I still take it.
I use hemp. I use hemp protein, Glenn. I mix it into various things that I'm having. Sometimes a chili or something. I'll stir in a little powdered hemp protein also, and hemp seeds. I use hemp seeds in my cereal in the morning. I mix it in with my oatmeal.
I think it's good. And for those of you who don't know about that kind of stuff, you're not going to hallucinate or get high on it. It is an herb. It is a plant of God's creation, and it serves a purpose, and it does heal. So I'm a big promoter of hemp oil for cancer.
Glenn, what was the purpose for? Now you explained the cutting the sugar out of your diet. What did you hear about the meat? Why did you cut meat out?
Lots of worms, things like that in meat.
Yeah.
All meats are bad, that they were saying. I didn't ask any questions. I just went to people that were familiar with cancer.
You said, "What do I got to do?"
I wanted to. What do I got to do? If you told me to eat grass off my lawn, I would do that.
Right.
Cured cancer. I would do it.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a desperate feeling.
And those are all just things that you're putting into your body. The hemp oil, the no meat, the juicing, the no sugar. All these things are to put into your body. Now, on the outside of your body and in your soul, you need, of course, a loving support of friends and family, and lots of love. And if you don't have that, find it. I don't know. With the invention of Facebook and the internet, I have so many people that know me from Eddie Money's band and have seen me that he put a little thing on his website, and I had hundreds and hundreds of people that contacted me on a daily basis through Facebook to show their love, their concern, and donate to my cause. I'm also not only a musician, but I'm a working musician that does not have insurance. So it was a difficult time for me, and these people helped me a lot.
For people who are, Glenn, for people that are watching our video simulcast of this show at eatdrinkexplore.com, we're sharing some really fun photos that Glenn shared with us that show Glenn not only in his hospital gown and all that sort of stuff as he's battling the cancer, but before and after photos, years ago with Eddie Money and then today with Eddie Money. And they're fun photos to look at if you get a chance, or you can always catch it later after the show's over. We do post this all on YouTube, and a link to GlennSymmonds.com. It's 2 N's, 2 M's. So it's Glenn with 2 N's and then SYMMONDS.com. And as always,
the spelling of my name has troubled me my whole life. People have never been able to find me, which is a good thing sometimes.
Right. Glenn, let me tell you, for a Randall that is spelled with one O and one L, I've had the exact same situation. Yeah. Everyone thinks it's an abbreviation for Randolph, and so they'll call me Randolph sometimes. But you did this change of diet in combination with traditional Western medicine, right?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Did you undergo chemotherapy and that sort of thing?
I went under a BCG treatment, which is a live bacteria from tuberculosis.
Oh.
That's how they deal with bladder cancer. They they go in you and shoot the tuberculosis inside there, and it attacks the cancer.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it is totally interesting. They had a whole procedure lined out for me for a 12-week period, and the doctor looked at me and he said, what I would do if I were you, I would do about 4 treatments, and then let's go find out if it's in your bladder, because if it's in your bladder, none of this is going to help you. So let's see if we got it before it's too late. And I said, you're the doc. I trust you. Let's do it. He came into surgery wearing my Beat Cancer Like a Drum T-shirt. I thought that was pretty cool for a doctor, the 70-year-old guy to come in there and work on me wearing my own T-shirt.
I love it. Do you have those T-shirts for sale on your site?
I do. Yeah, they're on my website, Beat Cancer Like a Drum, and I sell them at our shows. And since the cancer, I'm in remission. Eddie now announces on stage that I beat cancer, and I've got a whole flock of people that come up like an army afterwards that'd like to meet and talk. And it seems like everybody's got someone in their life who's had cancer, or is going through cancer, or has lost somebody to cancer. And I got invited to play Cancer Stock in Texas next month. I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's
3 days of music. It's called Cancer Stock.
That's terrific, and we should let people know that in the 9 o'clock hour of our Sunday Fun Day show here on this station, we will talk about an upcoming run on the Central Coast where a portion of the proceeds go to programs to help keep cancer survivors physically fit. Glenn Symmonds, drummer for Eddie Money. He beat cancer like a drum. Thanks for joining us today, Glenn.
Thanks, Randall.
All right, everyone, stick around. You're listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network. We're back in just a moment.